Kia ora koutou katoa, nau mai, hara mai ki te ao Hākinakina, your sports show right here on your Tribal Pulse, Te Kore Mako, o Taranaki 94.8 FM and 98.4 FM. Well, he played across several codes and clubs during an era when the game and life looked different, very different, turning out for teams like Marist and Auckland, Fitzroy, Western Suburbs and the Golden Oldies. Beyond sport, he's lived a life of hard work, raising a large whānau, running a business and overcoming challenges with a quiet strength. This isn't just a story about football, it's a story about resilience, identity and legacy. No mai, hara mai, Robert McKay, how are you, man?
Yeah, good as gold, mate. Call me Peter.
Peter, there we go.
I've been called Peter all my life.
All good. Good to have you. Good to have you on the show, Peter. It's awesome to have you, and thanks for your time. Let's start at the beginning. Ko wai koe, no he koe, just a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Oh, I'm from New Plymouth. My mum was from Haere. She was a ratahi, and I was born in Mackay in New Plymouth 87 years ago.
87 years ago. Yeah. Beautiful. So how did sports kind of first come into your life, and what do you remember about those early days of playing?
Well, I remember some early days when I was at primary school, even when I we used to go to Auckland, our Omata school. I went to a little school in Omata, and we used to go to Auckland, and I played in one of the games out there and scored 7 tries, so they thought I was a pretty good player, yeah. So that was at Kaitaki. Yeah, that was the name of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's my memory. And I've had some pretty good shows since then. But Marist was a hard outfit to break into, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they had, I played with about 4 or 5 All Blacks, and I was always a hard-hitting tackler, so I used to let some people know that I was around.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, you played for, I believe you played for Marist in Auckland, and then later, on with Fitzroy and Western Suburbs. What did those clubs kind of mean to you at the time, and what stands out when you look back?
Well, we started them up, of course, because we were. I was working on the rubbish carts at those days, and Keith Blakely was a keen. He was my boss, and he was a keen footballer. So we put all the players that we could on the rubbish trucks. So we had a pretty fit team. Yeah, used to run for about 4 hours a day. So,
awesome.
So we were hard to bowl, really. New, but we were hard to bowl.
Awesome. Now the Fitzroy club, that's an old club we don't obviously hear of today, but would have been good playing for them back in the old days.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah. I just didn't sort of know too many of the old players there, but we come along as a carload, and that was and we were fit because we were running all day. So yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So back in those days when you were playing for those clubs, who were some of the players in that time that were real stalwarts of the game and game changers within rugby league?
Yeah, well, Graham West was one of them. He was Kiwi, of course. I don't sort of remember. If I had more time to prepare, because you need a bit of a boost now and again at my age. But I obviously played with a lot of guys. In fact, I was always in the front row in rugby and league. And Jeff Sinclair gave me a bit of a write-up on the Sunday News. He was a sports writer for the Sunday News. And he said at the time, pound for pound, I was the best prop that he's seen.
Cool.
And that was on the Sunday News, yeah. And then I played for Eastern Suburbs after that, and we had a game, and Jeff sent me gave me a bit of a write up again, I was at training. I heard one of my mates say, "I don't think Peter McKay was that good on the weekend."
Oh, what a hard case. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, my time I played about every prop that was around, and the fellow that hurt me the most was Wilson Winery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a famous name, that one.
Yeah, I ran into his big hip too, man, and put me in the hospital.
Oh.
And that was the first time ever I've been hurt on a rugby paddock. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, no. Hey, rugby league, you know, and rugby union and those days was played. It's very different from today. What was it? Yeah. What was it like back then in terms of the training and the travel, the toughness and the culture of the game?
Well, it was always tough. Anyway, it's always a tough game. But the thing is, when you're running on a rubbish cart 4 or 5 hours a day, you know, you don't train in easy. Yeah, if you know what I mean. You know, so yeah, we were pretty popular. We'd go down the streets and we'd have people waiting outside to see us go past and all that sort of things. Because we used to run along and throw the cans up, not in the back of a dumpster. We used to throw them up and then have to run away and catch it and put it neatly down on the road. So wow. It was totally different to the dumpster trucks that they have now. Yeah. So that's why we were pretty popular, because, you know, we'd run all day and catch the tins and throw the tins back, and you know, so it was a totally different way of doing the rubbish in those days. But it was good for us because we were absolutely fit. Yeah. Yeah.
100%. Looking back on your career in rugby league and rugby union, what are some of your most fondest memories?
Oh, well, a fond memory was when I went to Australia and played professional for a while, and I played for Petersham, and my Warren was my second oldest boy, and he had his boy Nate McKay, and Nate McKay he was at all my games on the shoulder of his dad. And 6, 7, 8 years later, he became the heavyweight champion of Australia, boxing. Yeah. So that was Nathan McKay.
Yes.
So he was one. He's just been over here, and he's still fit as a fiddle. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Nathan. He was a very handy player himself there, big lad up front there.
Yeah, he was, because he got in. He got in the team. He got in the tournament team, and
that's right.
And the guy that sort of beat him out of a place was the big guy that was at the Australian front row. I forget his name now, but I remember when he come across me, my mate Kevin Tamati. Kevin showed him how tough he was. Did you ever see that? Did you ever see that clip?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he knocked him out clean as a whistle. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, hey, whānau, we're having a really, really cool chat here, cool kōrero here with Peter McKay, and hey, we're going to be back real shortly. We're going to go to a short break and be back more to speak about his footy journey. Kia ora koutou whānau, welcome back to Te Ao Hākinakina, your sports show right here on your Tribal Pulse, Te Korimako. Now, we have an awesome kōrero here with Peter McKay, and hey, what an awesome journey you're taking us on. Now, after your playing days, though, you didn't slow down. You moved into owning your own antique store and working in scrap metal. How important was it for you to keep working with your hands and staying connected to people after your footy kind of finished?
Well, that's the best part of life. Everybody should do that. You know, because it's looking after your own body, you know, instead of getting lazy and lying down and forgetting about it. I had a lot of fun in scrap metal, and I had a lot of fun in the antiques, because I had one of the best shops in New Plymouth, of course. And my dad always tried to talk me out of it. He reckoned the scrap metal was the thing. He reckoned, but those customers that come in your shop when you're in antiques are not so good for you, he said. Yeah.
Oh, hard case. Now,
Yeah.
you raised and supported a big whānau. Often at
Yeah.
times, when most people, would be stepping back, where did you find that strength and sense of responsibility? Where did that come from?
Well, I had 14 kids and I got 40 odd grandchildren, mate. So it come from somewhere, buddy.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, I know that. Hey, that's the rātahi line. Hey, there's quite
Yeah,
a few.
that's a brother. Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. Yeah.
Hey, now you. Hey, what's that? Sorry.
Well, we were just surprised to know that my mum was born in haere. We only just found out over the last few weeks, and we always thought she was Opanaki, Opanaki, but she was born in haere. We just found out recently. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah. How cool is that? Well, now you're getting to watch your mokopuna play sports themselves. What does it feel like seeing the next generation out there, wearing boots and jerseys? And I understand you had a moko playing in the kōtiro tournament recently in Hāwera.
Yeah. Well, two of them, the twins, my twins. How old are the twins now? Good players too, mate. One's a thinker and one's a doer like me. Yeah, true. Carlos. He plays for haere, of course, but he's a thinker and he's a playmaker. And Steve, the other one, is like me, just knocks him over.
Oh, that's
awesome.
Kurt
and Steve, yeah.
Kurt and Steve.
That's my twin boys. How old are they now, Dummy? Oh, gee, they're well into their 20s now. But they're still tough league player. They play for Haere Hawks.
Oh, the Hawkies. Up the Hawkies, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So, hey, sports, sports has changed a lot over, across the generations. What do you hope your grandchildren get from sport, not just as players, but as people?
Oh, well, sports builds people. So, it's, so you hope that they can go the whole distance too, because there's no doubt about it. It's, if you're into sports, you're you're looking after yourself and you're looking after your family and your teammates and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, it's just very vital, I reckon.
Beautiful. Now, finally, just when you look back across your life, your sport, work, whānau, and the challenges, what are you most proud of, and what do you hope people remember about you?
Well, I don't know because I don't know. I had a few downers because I played in an Auckland trial team and way back in the 60s, and I don't know if you know Marty Yackets, but he killed me, man. He knocked me dead flat cold and said, "Stay there, Petey. Your eyes are going round and around and round." And this was to select the team, the Maori team, to play at Eden Park. This was way back in 1960, and I got in the team. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I said, "Thanks for knocking me out and giving me a bit of publicity there, Marty." Don't know if you ever know Marty Yackets. Did you ever hear of him?
No, I didn't.
He was the biggest, meanest guy. He was the guy that should have been an All Black.
Wow.
Every All Black lock he come across, he just made mincemeat of them. That's Marty Yackets, yeah. So,
wow. Wow. What an awesome story and a really, really proud moment. And hey, we're just so privileged and honored to have you on the show, Peter, and we appreciate you sharing your story with us from yesteryear. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of people watching this fondly and having a good laugh and reminiscing on some of the awesome stories that you've shared with us. So thank you so much for sharing.
Oh, it's a pleasure, and it's good. And the kids enjoyed it too. My daughter's beaming like in the air.
Oh, that's awesome.
Come here and say thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's cool fun.
Stories.
Yeah,
this
those
is
good stories.
Yeah, this is my third girl. Is third?
Am I the third? Yes.
Yeah, it's my
Awesome.
third girl, and they're all pretty like me.
That's awesome. Love it. Love it.
Good to know you anyway. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Awesome, Peter. Thanks very much. See you later.
Same to you, mate.
Bye.